Hey Legacy community, it's Terramaster, and today we are here as promised with the second top 4 match in our July Android tournament replay series for Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy, to which joining these tournaments and our Discord, the link will be in the description below. And as you can see here below, one of the players featured today is Linkmaster, also known as FiveDimensionTCG. His YouTube channel as well as his Discord, where he hosts speed duel tournaments. We're actually doing something really cool with him for speed duels coming up. So go ahead and join his Discord and check out his YouTube channel as well. Those will be linked in the description below. And with me here, before I forget, is Lucas Gaylord. How's it going, man?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Alright, well let's go see who gets to go against me in the finals. As the players will play their rock, paper, scissors, and actually choose to go first, because this is a TCG where you almost always go first if you have the choice. So he will set 3, set a Witch of the Black Forest, pass the turn.
He doesn't care about Harpy's Feather Duster.
No, obviously not. You know, it's funny, I found it surprising that a lot of people actually did not have Harpy's Feather Duster in their deck lists.
Wow.
Yeah, but obviously Ryu95Ken does have it, but he chooses not. But of course, of course he's not going to give it to him.
But it's interesting that he picked 5 really good spells with Painful Choice. Like, most people just pick Sinister Serpent and then 4 cards to go to the graveyard.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting play.
Yeah, he really wanted to give him a tough decision here. So he ends up with the Confiscation, takes the Sengen, choosing not to take the Gemini Elf. Another interesting thing about that play was he had Call of the Haunted, but he chose no big monsters with Painful Choice.
Yeah, true.
So he may just be planning to use that Call of the Haunted on a Gemini Elf, but that's not going to work if Linkmaster summons that Jinzo. And he looks like he is, because he's going to put a Witch on it for tribute fodder. He will activate Time Seal. What's up?
Do you see that Time Seal?
Yeah.
Like, I told Emilian to put Time Seal because it's a card that can bait out Harpy's Feather Duster. So
that's
yeah,
right.
That's the real purpose for Time Seal, because I gave Emilian that deck list.
Okay, so this is your deck list.
Yeah.
So he gets the plus off the Witch tribute here. That's a pretty cool thing to know. But yeah, I didn't think about that. Time Seal was very good to bait a backrow hate card like Harpy's Feather Duster and then go ahead and chain to it.
Looks like I think Call of the Haunted stays. I think that's a cheating misplay from Emilian.
That's right. Let's pay attention to the text here. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. Call of the Haunted does not get destroyed if the monster is tributed. So he go ahead and put Ryuken's Jinzo back with Forceful Sentry, and he's going to take out the Gemini Elf. Now, he does have an answer right now, because he did set that Dark Hole, which ended up being a very smart play, or else it would have been taken out of his hand. And there it is. Did he draw?
No.
Oh, Time Seal. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does. So no more Jinzo for Linkmaster in this game. Mystical Space Typhoon says no Call of the Haunted. Graceful Charity at 2 in this format. He discards Magician of Faith, choosing to not recycle his Graceful Charity or his Fisher. But I think he just feels like because his opponent already has 0 cards in hand, he doesn't need it. He can just play fast. Like, even if he top decks Raigeki here, you still have card advantage. But he top decks something that might be better than Raigeki.
True.
And he did not draw an answer for it. He's going to overcommit. Well, he commits enough for lethal, not overcommitting necessarily. And that's what I like about this format so much, is that there are a lot of cards that can turn the game around, even if you find yourself in a bad position because of the hand destruction.
Yeah.
So the field gets cleared here, and Ryuken will get a Witch and a Magician of Fate face down, and the rest of the cards will go to his hand. Linkmaster will get a tomato, which he put in his hand first. So that Jinzo that he used his Forceful Sentry on did come back. There's a Kaiku, there's a Magician of Fate. So both players have a Magician of Fate now. But Kaiku does have the advantage over that Witch. I think knowing... because he knew the Kaiku was there, he should have probably put the Witch in defense.
Yeah, true.
Because now he's going to lose 2 monsters from his graveyard. Yep.
Hold on. If you do damage with Kaiko, you can't banish the monster.
Yeah, you can't. You can't banish Witch. You have to do Cyberjar. So that's a slight misplay, but let's see if it matters.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna ban Emilian.
Yeah, ban Emilian for cheating. All right, so all Magicians of Fate are now gone. Nobleman and Crossout. They shuffled their deck like 4 times. I don't know why.
Yeah, because they showed each other their decks. Because in all formats, you have 2 options with Nobleman or Crossout. Either you show the decks, that's the old rulings. But how people play it now is they just shuffle their deck, and if they have a copy in the hand, they just show it to their opponent.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, you see what the painful choice is. Emilian, we're just gonna call him that now. He did. He did what you said that painful choice players usually do, which is he sent 4 like okay cards and Sinister Serpent. So he got that Serpent. So now a big advantage for him is he does have Magician of Fate, and he's got a big, like, lot of options to choose from. Pot of Greed, Snatch Steal. There's the Upstart Goblin, nothing doing, death hitting there. Little bit of Graceful Charity. Discards the Jinzo, he's probably going to bring it back. But first he does Nobleman and Crossout. I want to say really fast that you should probably bring back Jinzo first. Because just in case there's something, like just in case there's some kind of counter trap down there to stop your spell cards. Imperial Order or something.
Yeah.
You probably want to summon Jinzo first before activating any spell. And Imperial Order is not a counter trap, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mystical Space Typhoon will get rid of it anyway, but... And then the Gemini Elf will get 200 attributed, but he does clear that Kaiku because of that. There's a Tomato. Tomato will get in for 14. So he's at low life points here, but he drew his own Tomato. Now, is he going to choose to try to attack here, or is he going to set it and hope for a float? He's going to set it, hope for a float. Emilian chooses not to play Confiscation. Wouldn't you want to take the last card in your opponent's hand? I would.
Yeah, for sure.
So he does get that Sangin. He top decks a Graceful Charity. This could give him what he needs. He gives him Morphing Jar.
Morphing Jar, nice.
He's going to set Magician of Fate instead. I think he's probably looking for either more draw power, or he's probably looking for Premature Burial. Oh, Change of Heart. Oh, that's brutal. He's going to take Change of Heart back. Change of Heart loop. Oh, that's game. Oh, the Change of Heart top deck, man.
Yeah.
It's too good. And then he gets to use it twice because it was a Magician of Fate. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so you can say that not activating Confiscation actually helped him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny. There's Delinquent Duel. That's an excellent start. He's going to take 2 cards. Take the Magician of Fate and discard Gemini off. Plays that Graceful Charity. Mystical Space Typhoon. Mystical Space Typhoon big, getting rid of that Solemn Judgment. He does not set the Mirror Force, as he probably thinks he's probably playing around the Heavy Storm and the Feather Duster here because he has seen it now.
Yeah.
Cyberjar this time is flip summon so that Ryu95Ken can take his own, do his own battle phase this turn. So he's going to go ahead and risk that he gets better monsters and better cards. But he knows now that Emilian has 2 hand destruction, so let's see if he tries to empty out most of his hand, except for obviously the Sinister Serpent.
Oh.
Ooh, Torrential Tribute on all those summons, completely clearing the effect of that Cyberjar. He does get to search for Jinzo and a tomato, because I think there were two searchers in there, yeah. He's going to try to clear as much of his hand as possible, but this is very smart. He set Morphing Jar, so even if he does play his hand destruction cards now, it doesn't matter because he's just going to get a new hand. He does play one of them. He does put the Jinzo back. Now this is probably fine because he's just hoping to redraw it when his Morphing Jar flips. But look at that, he knows it's Morphing Jar. Oh, that's hilarious. Nope, no Morphing Jar.
Oh, okay, I think... Damn. Too bad.
That's big, right? And he was playing around any big removal because he has Imperial Order now.
Yeah.
He's going to call the Haunted on Sengen. That's an interesting play. Because he's open, he's just going to take the chance to do whatever damage he can. He's going to full power that Bazoo up to 2500. He's going to take out that phase down. No, Mirror Force. I thought we would get to see 2 Cyber Jars in one game. Another 1000 damage. He did not play the tomato because he knows he has Cyber Jar. He's going to take... Oh, he really wants to flip that Cyber Jar. There it is. I don't understand why you would set Magician of Fate before attacking, though. That's a very risky play, don't you think?
Yeah, sure.
You gotta... I mean, I know we play Speed Duel, so we sometimes forget about main phase 2, but you gotta remember when you're playing a TCG format, you have main phase 2.
Yeah, I think this is the first TCG past format that Emilian plays. So I think that's why at first he wasn't playing around the Heartbeat's Feather Duster. And then he kind of learned. Yeah. Okay.
So you see now the only monsters that came out of that Cyber Jar was one Kaiku for Emilian. And there's the Imperial Order blocking the Graceful Charity. The Sengen, he grabs a Witch. And full back row here. But he does have the Heavy Storm, but he's going to lose some of his own cards, so that's why he's not going to activate it. He doesn't summon Jinzo here. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think he needs the Jinzo. I think he's very comfortable with Imperial Order.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But he had a lot of options there. Like a big play could have been to get rid of Imperial Order, activate Heavy Storm, and then summon Jinzo, but he chose not to do that.
Yeah, but then he would be at the mercy of the...
Spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows that Dark Hole is from Cyber Jar, so he knows he has it, I think.
Yeah.
He's going to go ahead and Sinister Serpent or Torrential off the field, which will search for another Kaiku. Which of the Black Forest is so good, man. It gets you any beater you want.
Yeah.
Gets in for 1400 damage with that tomato. He will set that Dark Hole as a, I guess, kind of a bluff and go ahead and pass turn over. He will pay for Imperial Order again.
Oh yeah, he paid twice, but...
Yeah, he's not supposed to play twice, yeah. Sacrifices a tomato for Jinzo, there it is. He summoned Jinzo first to negate that Imperial Order, and now he can use his spells again. He's going to get rid of that tomato. There's the big android doing big 2400 damage. He still has to pay the cost, even if Jinzo's on the field, to clarify this ruling.
I have no idea.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure we confirmed that that you still have to pay the upkeep cost, even if the effect is being negated. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Discards Magician of Faith and Painful Choice. He only has 10 cards left in his deck. I don't think you want to play Painful Choice. That's a good discard. Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, that's big. That is big. Premature Burial to summon that Bazoo, one of the few answers to Jinzo. Fisher off that Jinzo. Bring it back. That's a big, almost an OTK play. And that's game. That's match. So that's yep. That's typically how these games work. You have one card that negates spells. You have one card that negates traps. And it's just all about how those two cards interact, and then who can make the big play after all the jars come out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And essentially, normally something like Solemn Judgment would stop a big play, but that's only if you have it before he summons the Jinzo.
Yeah, and Sudden Judgment, it's not that good of a card, like in a slow format. So like it's not a card that everyone must run at 3.
Yeah, no, it's definitely in this format. It definitely is not. Like it's one of the few spell speed 2s that can stop Jinzo, or maybe the only one. But you have to set it before it's summoned, so it's very conditional.
I think you mean spell speed 3.
Oh, you're right. Oops, it's spell speed 2 or higher.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's this game. We will see you for the finals. Me versus Emilian, who survived with 300 life points. He wouldn't do that against my Cannon Soldier. All right, let's see if Cannon Soldier actually helps against him. Terramaster and Lucas Gaylord out.